Yeah, I think I can kind of visualize what it would be like if I tried to dress up as my male version. Yeah, it'd be probably like a graphic tee and some jeans. Honestly, pretty similar to the way that Alex dresses, although he doesn't have as many graphic tees.
Hello. Welcome to Chattalyst. Welcome to another week. Another bi-weekly recording.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
Dose right into your ear holes.
You
I
have
chopped off my hair.
I see that. I'm gonna glaze you up really quick for the audio listeners. You look lovely today. You have shorter hair, you have that lovely red dress, you're just glowing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I haven't had hair this short since I was a kid, so it's it's
Oh.
it's very nice. I like every morning when I go to brush my hair and I get to the part where there would start to be like a tingle or a knot and then the hair just stops. And I'm like, "Oh, this is blissful." I haven't had to do any really like detangling all week and it's been
Welcome to the shorter hair
peak.
club. You and
Mhm.
I've noticed a
Mhm.
lot of people have actually been cutting their hair, and I'm like, yes, join the
It's
shorter
time
hair
it's
club.
time for a change, it's time for a change. Yeah, I really like it, I really like it.
It suits you. It's very nice. It
Oh,
looks less
thank you.
heavy too.
Yeah, and, yeah, there's no more bleached ends.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like I can officially say, like, my hair is definitely more of a, brown or,
Oh
like,
yeah,
whatever the brunette, yeah,
it's a
which I'm
lighter brown.
totally down for. Because one of the downsides to being a blonder color
Hmm.
is that when you have greasy or dirty hair, it's way more obvious.
Oh yeah.
So on darker hair, I feel like it's a little less obvious. At least that's what it feels like for me. Because sometimes I'll look in the mirror when I've definitely not washed my hair for 3 days and be like, at least when I have it in a ponytail, it's less obvious.
Yeah.
It's like
I can't
need to
do
look closely.
ponytail. I go like this. I know if I put my hair, if I were to slick my hair all the way back like this and it stayed, I was like, okay, it's time to wash my hair. But just a little bit like that, that's fine.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, because otherwise my hair doesn't get. I'm lucky. My hair doesn't get greasy like that very often.
Hmm.
Obviously, if I'm out in the sun and sweating and all that, that's different. But
Um,
normally, no. Yeah, yay. You look so
New
nice. You're
hair,
also a
new
stark
hair.
contrast to me right now in all blacks.
That's right. Well, it's good to have a little bit of
It
contrast.
is. All right, so you had an idea for this week.
Yeah, I did. I thought it would be fun to like make up a universe in which we were born dudes and
We're born
imagine
dudes.
like what our hobbies would have been, what what we would have been like, what we'd be like now, do we think our like partners and lifestyles would be like if we were guys.
Hmm. I'm trying to think. The the weird thing about me and how I am right now is that I grew up, and I mean I still kind of am, but such a tomboy. That I'm like, I don't think my
It
beginning
wouldn't have been that
hobbies,
different.
yeah, it would have been that different. I did a lot of sports.
Mhm.
I in
Mhm.
school I took weightlifting. I enjoyed gym class. I didn't like running necessarily, but I enjoyed gym and working out. I had a bunch of guy friends, and we would just hang
So
out, and I
basically,
played
it would
video
have been
games.
very similar, except instead of interacting with the guys as a tomboy, you would have been interacting with the guys as a dude.
Either that, or it could have very well been different, where I and or it could have been completely flipped, and maybe as a guy I would have been less of a tomboy and I would have had more of like, I'm trying to say a softer side, but like obviously not in a derogatory way, but
Like
like,
more like a artistic student or
yeah, I
like
mean, obviously I was that anyway, but
yeah,
maybe I
oh
would have
yeah.
like dipped into that more and done more like
Yeah.
creative writing or poetry
Hmm.
or yeah, that kind of thing, been a writer.
I am like visualizing in my head. Oh, we had to pick names. We had to pick male names for ourselves so that and we're talking about this, we can
Can
be
I
like
just
our
steal
male
my brother's
versions.
name? It starts with a CH.
You could pick whatever name you would like for your male persona.
What would my male persona name be? Oh God.
Oh, I have an embarrassing story to tell from yesterday.
You do that while I think of a name because I don't.
So, I have a coworker that I've only seen a couple times.
Hmm.
And she comes, she's a paraeducator. She comes in, we're doing PE, she's helping out, and I point to her and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, can you remember your name?" She says her name, and I hear Samson, and I'm like, "I'm not gonna judge. Her name could be anything that I just don't remember." I'm like, "Samson," and she's like, "Tamsin," and I'm like, "I am so sorry." I like said sorry multiple times, and I'm still like, I thought she said Samson, and her name was Tamsin. Anyway, if Tamsin, if you're listening, I'm a stupid head.
I've done that so many times.
Oh, I don't want to assume I know what the person's saying. So
No,
I'm
that's why
like,
you repeat it back to them, and you're like, "Was it this?"
maybe she said Samson.
uh,
Oh man,
God. Okay,
yeah. I'm
so for names, I
trying to
have a
think of my
couple. I
male name.
think because I feel like my mom had told me that if my brother wasn't named Chad, I was going to be a Chad, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
thanks. I would have been, yeah, the Chad, the
The Chad,
jawline.
the absolute Chad.
Um, but I don't know, I like names like Sebastian or Alexander
Oh,
or Damien or
oh.
Dimitri.
Yeah, I can tell in your writing that that is the case.
I enjoy those names.
Yes. Well, they are a quite an enjoyable style.
I have to pick one
I
though.
Out of the ones you listed, I feel like
Yep,
Sebastian stood out.
Sebastian. Okay.
But I'm trying to think of like what nickname you can derive from Sebastian. Um oh, maybe like Ash because it's like the middle syllable.
I do like Ash. It could
Yeah.
also
Okay.
just be Ash. That's be real
Yeah.
creative and
Okay.
edgy.
Okay.
All right.
If you like that, I feel like Sebastian or
All right,
Ash.
my
Oh my
male
god, I'm like
persona
getting
is
I'm
Ash, and he's a creative writer and really into poetry.
holy shit. I can see a whole fucking visual where yeah, you've got like kind of similar hair to what you got now. It's a little shorter, a little
Hmm.
bit like maybe like styled. And like if you look closely at your arms, they're like a little toned because
Yeah, a
you
little
weight
more
lift,
toned.
but you still have a pretty like smaller build.
Hmm.
But oh my god, I love it. Okay, I guess I'll
All
start going
right.
into mine. I'm trying to think of
Yeah, it's
male
your turn
names.
now. All right.
I know. What would I like as a male name for myself? Um, hmm.
I can help you choose too if you have a
Yeah, you
few.
should definitely help me choose. I'm also thinking about the year I was born and what people were named at the time. There were a lot of
Oh,
Matthews.
I don't remember.
I know.
I feel like mine had actually, I know mine had a lot of Chris's because I went to
Yeah,
class with three of them. We had Chris
me too.
N, Chris P, and Chris R. It was all three.
Yes, there were definitely two Chris's in a lot of my classes. That was also a really popular name. Um, well, hmm. Okay, I really need to make a decision on what my name was. Okay, as I describe stuff, maybe it'll start to come to the surface.
Okay. Yeah.
So I would have still been born to my parents. And being born a guy in the LDS church actually is kind of different than being born a girl in
You
the
get a
LDS
lot
church.
more privileges, don't you?
Well, you do get to be part of the priesthood and Boy
Mm.
Scouts. And so the
Mm.
kinds of activities you get up to when you're a kid are significantly different. At least I that might be changing for some groups, but at least for me, the two groups did pretty different stuff
Mm.
growing up. So I would have gone camping a lot more and learned like survival stuff. And um yeah, I feel like that would have been kind of my life. Also, I probably would have been born with like a biblical name, so I'm kind of like running
Mm-hmm.
through biblical names. Noah is kind of standing
Okay.
out to me. Maybe like a Noah or like hmm or maybe like a Luke.
Luke could work. Luke's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to look at my face and
Yeah.
then am I more of a Noah or am I more of a Luke?
kind of lean more towards Luke. I was thinking names
Yeah.
like Caden or yeah, those kind of things. I don't know biblical names
Yes,
though.
there
That
were a
is
lot of there were a lot of, letter Aidens, a lot of Aidens and Cadens and Bradens, and there still are.
yeah. Oh yeah.
There still are. That's a trend that hasn't died.
No.
Um, which yeah, if my parents were going more on like, popular baby names of the
Mm-hmm.
time, I could see myself being an Aiden as well. Um,
An Aiden.
but yeah, I if they were going for biblical, and my name is it's Book of Mormon anyway. So, I think for the purposes of this, I'm gonna go. Let's see. I kind of like Luke,
Okay. Luke is good.
but also my sister's husband's name is Luke,
Okay,
which is
forget him.
great.
It's fine. We're not...
It's fine. It's fine. I get to be Luke too.
Yes, you
It's
can
also
too.
nice because I have never had. Okay, well, not yet. Anyway, I've never had a student named Luke.
Oh, really?
And, I was like, "Oh, my students' names won't ruin names for me," but now they kind of have. Not even necessarily in always a negative sense, it's
Mm-hmm.
just that whenever I think of that, of a name, um, the Haydens and Bradens and Aidens and the and such, I can, like, identify students I've had with those names,
Mm-hmm.
and that's, like, the only thing I think about with those names. But okay. Yeah, so I would have been doing a lot of that. Um, I would have had the same like purity
Mm-hmm.
talks, I guess. Once I reached a certain age, it would have been very strange being on the other side of like, girls are supposed to dress modestly, but also I'm like supposed to like not lust after girls as a teenaged boy. So I don't know how that would have gone for me, probably poorly.
Probably.
Not allowed to
I
think about
know I
girls.
know a Mormon or two who that did not exactly work out in as a teenager.
Yeah, yep, 100%. I think I would have been a huge flirt.
Mm-hmm.
I was very into boys when I was a teenager, though my attentions and affections were pretty concentrated on one crush.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that would have happened to me in my boy sona.
Your
But I
boy
feel
Sona.
like I would have gone to all of the dances and all the events and just had lots of girlfriends, and not like girlfriends, but female friends.
Yeah, see,
And
that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking for me is that because I had so many guy friends, I feel like if I was kind of the gender bent version of me, I would have had a lot more female friends to
Mhm.
get along with
Mhm.
and hang out with.
Yeah. I like to imagine I would have been a little bit more confident and a little less focused on my body, and that might have like pushed me out of my shell earlier and more often.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just, what? I get to manifest that. I'm gonna say yes. I would
Okay.
have.
Yeah.
I would have 100%. Um, yeah, I think I definitely would have been, yeah, pretty social. I still probably would have been maybe on the anxious side, but I think I would have probably done a lot of the same things I've done, but maybe try to be in more of a leadership role in them, and maybe try to be like a little bit more maybe a little fewer inhibitions.
Oh,
Perhaps.
perhaps.
Perhaps. Uh, yeah, yeah. So that's my younger boy Sona.
Your
Do you
younger
wanna you
boy
wanna
Sona.
talk about your man Sona
My
once you became a
man.
man?
God. Uh,
Ash is a man now. He has to do man things.
yeah. My man things would be I would probably still be. Oh, you see that's the funny
Chelsea,
thing.
you got an alarm going off.
No. All right.
I mean, Ash.
Ash. Yeah, I will turn that off and cut that out. Whoops. Um. Okay, Mansona. Oh God. Because I'm a fixer upper kind of person now, so I'm trying to think. I would still probably have some handy tools. I think,
Hmm.
but maybe I would be more like on the road. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And yeah, maybe less anxiety, so I could actually go on the road more and be fine. Yeah, one for adventure, but that's just the thing with creatives is we strive for adventure and cool places and the sights and seeing things and travel and yeah. So if I was still in the creative role, even with creative writing and poetry, it would still probably be traveling and then going out and seeing things and getting coffees and cafes and meeting new people and taking in new stories and yeah. Maybe I wouldn't have a house, I'd have an apartment. Maybe I would still be married to somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think Ash's type is? What kind
Ash's
of
type?
people Yeah, what kind of people does Ash like to date?
Hmm. Let's see. What kind of people? Uh, all I can think of are the girls that I would also like to date.
Well, yeah,
So,
that works out. Being
yeah,
bi,
it's
it's
kind
like,
of
well, yeah,
easier for me. I'm like,
I happen to
hmm.
know exactly who I'd want to date.
The Ruby Roses of the world, the Rhea Ripleys of the world. Uh, I think of somebody. Those would be like the more shorter hair, tomboy esque, feminine but still mask ish kind of people.
Mhm, mhm.
Otherwise, an opposite type would be like long wavy hair and I don't know, confidence is kind of a thing. Because it's also all in like
Mm.
personality. So a sense of humor, obviously.
Definitely, definitely.
Um an amount of confidence. Like you don't have to be super overconfident. In fact, don't be super overconfident because that's just like, all right. Especially if you're overconfident and then you lead us astray, and I'm like, you could have stopped this at any
Yeah.
point.
Yep.
um, what else? A little, and this is just a me thing through and through, but a little bit of ribbing. Like if you can like poke fun and like kind of bully each other a minimal amount, just like to yeah, like it's fun. Give each other a hard time,
Yeah.
but in a
A little
loving
bit of
way.
teasing. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of romantic teasing goes a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
way,
yeah.
definitely.
That's how I flirt, and I'm like, oh no. Which I've realized it's like, oh yeah, no, that's also just how I flirt.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. And then when they do it back, I'm like, wait, is this a sign? Or am I? Hmm.
Trying to decode it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, often. So yeah, that would be it. Probably more on the road and more of a lighter lifestyle of like traveling and writing and doing. Who knows? Maybe I'd even have like a book out by now, like an actual fully published in stores book kind of thing, whether it be poetry or something else.
Hell yeah.
Still the hair and broody. My normal hair is well this, so I have a light brown dishwater blonde color anyway. Maybe I don't dye it in this reality. I don't know. I love dyeing my hair though, so maybe I still do dye it. Possibly less piercings though.
Maybe Ash is more into like tattoos, like
Ooh,
about
ooh,
his
full
favorite literature.
sleeves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Ash has a whole sleeve.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ash has a full
100%.
sleeve. Ash has a full sleeve
Yes.
and a back piece. Yep.
Yes.
There you go. We'll trade up all the piercings for tattoo artwork. That
That's
works.
right. Absolutely.
All right. How about you?
Okay, let's see. My man Sona. Um, well, I feel like um would I still have gone into the same lines of work? You know? I don't know. If Luke had the same preferences I did and tried coding and didn't like it,
Mm,
but maybe Luke stuck with it a bit more because maybe he wanted to be more like his dad and ended up becoming a software developer, which means he'd probably be unemployed right now because of the giant crash. Maybe he made it through. Maybe Luke is a survivor.
Maybe he's like got
Maybe
the 20 years at a company and they're like, all right,
yeah,
we'll keep you.
maybe yeah, or maybe Luke, if he gets fired, goes into teaching computer science or something.
That could work.
Yeah. I feel like Luke
Would
is
you
also
do it at a
one.
college or would he do it at like a high school level?
Ooh, does Luke go get his like master's or doctorate? I feel like he's a high school
Yeah.
teacher.
Okay.
I feel like yeah, that but yeah, so he's either like probably doing computer science or teaching computer science. And I feel like he's such a heartthrob, just like I kind of am, but hopefully with a bit more confidence. I probably fell for like the first girl that like really fell for him in college.
hmm
And so depending on whether that relationship worked out or not, they're probably still together. And I feel like Luke is like wants to be kind of like a protector. Like
hmm
he's a feminist, but also he like likes to get to be the man of the house and in like a protector, like taking care of things way, while like also being, uh equal with his spouse. Um, so he probably would have gotten into home repair a lot earlier and hopefully is much better at it than me. And I feel like it's hard to separate wanting kids. So I feel like Luke definitely would date someone that wanted kids. And
hmm
maybe because my man Sona doesn't have to like actually like give birth or breastfeed. If his wife was down, they might have 2 kids.
Oh,
But
where you are now, you're
maybe
like,
not
mm-mm.
yet. No, no, no.
No, one's
One's
enough.
perfect. One's perfect. Um, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I
I think
definitely
that's what I'm
agree
gonna
with
try to do.
the point. I don't know. I feel like it would be a sort of a leadership for Ash, but also like I don't know, because he'd probably be a little bit more independent. If he is in relationships, he would want to protect them and like kind of give the world to them, but also understand that yeah, sometimes men ain't shit, and he'd be like,
Yep.
yep,
Yep. True. True.
yep,
I think the way that Luke would style his hair is like kind of medium length and with a little bit of layers so that it would
kind of like Surfer
yeah.
Boy, but shorter a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it would always get just like a little too long and then he would have to go get it cut. And like with some I really like masculine glasses frames.
Oh, like the
So
thicker ones, or
or just like rectangular
oh
ones.
yeah.
Like, maybe he would try, some of those. I don't know if I would grow my beard out because my dad and brother struggle with facial hair. Like, if they want to
Mm.
have some, they can't really, so I probably don't have the genetics, to do facial hair. I probably tried a few times, and it just
And then
didn't
like
work
many others
out.
just give up and be like, I can't do it. It's got
So
to
I
be
just have
smooth.
got a clean shaven face, got a baby face going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
the guys in my life. Specifically trying to think of my brother. I feel like my dad can do he doesn't he shaves most of the time. He's had a mustache before, which is really funny. I've seen pictures of. I will Ash will not have a mustache. He will not have that mustache. Oh
No
my god.
mustache for Ash.
But I could see him like probably the most being like a 5 o'clock shadow or something.
Yeah.
Like a stubble.
Yeah.
I don't think
Stubble
he'd
is
let it
kinda
go too
hot,
far.
though.
Right? The stubble's
Yeah,
good.
stubble's nice.
It can also be really
Yeah.
scratchy, but the stubble's good.
I feel like, my male Sona is probably a lot more willing to let himself go a little bit as far as, like, gaining a little bit of extra weight,
Mm.
and then being like, "Oh crap, I gotta try to, like, get back in shape," and so he'd, like, work out for, like, 2 weeks and then give up on it because it's too hard. It is too tired.
Oh
So
man.
that's kind of what it would be like. Every few months, he, like, goes to the gym for 2 weeks, and then he doesn't
He
for the
goes to the
next
gym for
couple
2
months.
weeks and then gives up. It's like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
Um, yeah, let's
Mm.
see. I'm trying to think. Where would he? I mean, yeah, it would probably be about the same as I am now, where just a slim build anyway. I do enjoy the occasional workout. Keeping up with it for long periods of time depends. But I also kind of dip in and out of doing workout things. But it's luckier for me because I have a treadmill in the house that I got specifically for that reason. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that definitely helps.
Ash would probably also do something like that and be like, "All right, time to work it. All right, time to
Mhm.
get back in it." Especially
Mhm.
because you got it. You can't. You got to stay toned so that his tattoos are fine.
Yes, very true, very
Hmm.
true. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about the fact that, my male version would be taller than me, so I would get to have a bit of a
Yes,
taller, a bit of a thicker build, based on what my brother and my dad look like, so that'd be interesting.
my male version would also be taller than me. All the men in my
Mhm.
family are taller. Man, it'd be so nice to be like 5'10" to 6'2".
What
See
would
the
that
world.
feel like?
That'd be
Oh my
awesome.
gosh, I can, like, see our, male versions of ourselves, like,
Oh, I'm
standing next to
drawing
each
this, by the
other.
way, at some point.
Yes!
Absolutely.
Yes! Oh, then I gotta describe clothes.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
I was gonna say I would absolutely be wearing like Doc Martens or some sort of boots, and then
yes.
a black jean tucked into them, maybe a vest,
Yes.
um, in some sort of either a long sleeve shirt. Oh, the long sleeve shirt with the because I can do it, but it's less impressive with I do it, and guys doing it. It's like I'm one of those girls. It's like, yep, keep doing that, but the sleeves pushed up to like here and the folded over, like
Yes!
yeah. So you would have the
Yes!
long shirt and it'd be pushed up to here, maybe a vest, maybe
Oh my
depending on the
gosh, I
day.
love that. I love
The
that.
broody, the most stereotypical broody writer type would absolutely be me. Glasses, unsure.
Amazing.
Maybe he got LASIK and got his eyes
Hmm.
fixed early. Who knows? I've been debating it,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be nice to not have to wear glasses all the time because yeah, they can be inconvenient, especially around my toddler.
I just like
Um,
accessories, so I'm like, do I keep them? But yeah.
true, true. Yeah, glasses are an accessory. Some people will wear glasses that don't need them as an accessory.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, what does Luke like to wear? Well, to work, I feel like Luke wears like um nice looking like button downs with like cool patterns and tucked into like khaki pants or like sometimes he might wear some like on casual days like jeans and then like graphic tees of
Mm-hmm.
his favorite like games or movies
I was gonna
or
say, what
stuff.
would his like special interest that he'd wear clothing for
Ooh,
be?
that's an excellent question. Well, if I still had some of the exposure I did as a kid, I was really exposed to PC gaming and we didn't have
Mm-hmm.
consoles. So I bet I would have gotten more into online PC gaming with my bros.
Yeah.
So that's probably like what I've got gone into, and then like probably a lot of other PC games. I probably, if I wasn't exposed to it from my partner, would just be a PC gamer, all in on PC stuff. So I probably have a really nice
Set up
gaming
and
computer
yeah.
at home. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, yeah, and then at home, I think I would probably have those um like either like jeans or other types of pants that have waistbands that look like they're normal but actually are like elastic, so they're like
Yeah.
really
Mm-hmm.
comfy. And then yeah, probably my graphic tees are just soft either crew cut or v-neck casual shirts
Yeah.
for being chill.
Yeah, I feel like at home, like not out in daily life, at home would be like some form of sweatpants and like a t-shirt and just cozy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely. Oh, and, like, sweaters in the winter.
Oh well, yeah,
Yes.
but that's just 'cause it's fucking
Yes.
cold in the winter.
Yes.
That just makes
Rocking a
sense.
sweater. Oh my god,
Oh.
yeah, it's kind of funny to think about what it'd be like to style yourself as a man, because yeah, your build is different,
Mm-hmm.
your options that are sold to you are very different. Yeah, that would be quite a different experience for sure.
Trying to think. I could absolutely dress myself up as like what I would look like as a man, but it's also easier because I already don't have a lot of a chest, so I can just be like, all right, vest. We could
Yeah,
dress
I
you
feel
up.
for
You have longer hair, but we could still like make it work.
yeah, I definitely feel for all the people out there that wear binders, because that does sound
Mm-hmm.
like it'd be uncomfortable if you are larger chested for sure. Um, yeah. There's actually yeah, I think I can kind of visualize what it would be like if I tried to dress up as my male version. Yeah, it'd be probably like a graphic tee and some jeans. Honestly, pretty similar to the way that Alex dresses, although he doesn't have as many graphic tees because um, the graphics always melt off in the wash even when we try to turn them
um,
inside out, which is kind of funny because I have a graphic tee that I've had for years and it still looks incredible. So, I don't
maybe it's
know.
just
I
the
think maybe the stuff we
quality.
got cheaper. Yeah,
Yeah.
the print is cheaper. But yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to think. So how would we? Well, obviously we're friends now. How would
Yeah.
we ever meet?
Ooh, okay. So,
Because we met through, well, I mean, you and I met through
mutual
me
friends.
meeting Alex.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, what's an alternate way that we could
Would
meet?
we meet through our
Um,
girlfriends? And just be like,
that
ah.
would also be very sweet. Oh my gosh.
Because we met through our
Yes.
boyfriends.
Indeed. Yeah, I do like the idea of like my girlfriend like connecting with you guys. Um I wonder what hobbies would intersect,
Right?
cuz yeah,
Creative writing, a lot of reading. Like, I'm sure he could game. I feel like if he did game, though, it would be strictly story based games. Like, there wouldn't. Yeah.
story-based games.
Nope.
Ooh, do you think like a bar trivia would be something that
Bar trivia?
your bar trivia?
Maybe he could have some
Maybe,
like some facts
maybe.
just in the crevices of his brain and be like, all right,
D&D is still a possibility
D and
because
oh D and
I feel like
D,
that because that
yeah,
is the first thing that we met over, and so I feel like that actually still makes sense.
yeah,
Maybe not at the exact time and location, but I
no,
feel like that
but
still actually makes a lot of sense, for our characters. Yeah.
I could definitely see that. Who would be the DM? Hmm. It's just me in like an apartment or Ash in an apartment and be like, all
Yes.
right, everybody come over. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like D&D would definitely be the intersecting thing. Probably through our partners meeting or
Mhm.
something.
I think if I had a different reality, I think Luke keeps like guinea pigs in his house, and he always has at least two so they could like bond
Look,
with each
yeah, they
other.
have to have a friend. I think they actually have to have
Exactly.
a friend. I'm not sure, but
Yes. Yeah, I just feel like, they're smaller, they're a little bit easier to care for, and if you have to go away on vacation, it's easier to find someone that can just
mm,
kind of watch them for a few days.
hmm.
I feel like I think he craves some soft fluffy animals, but goes for like lower maintenance fluffy animals.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, yeah, no, Ash would absolutely have a snake. I
Which
want another
which
one so badly, but he would
the visual
absolutely.
of the
Oh yeah,
snake going up his sleeve of tattoos, like, he
yeah.
opens the door and he just, like, nods to you to come in, and you look down and there's just, like, a
There's just
snake
a
curling
snake.
up his arm, and you're like, "Hey, Ash."
Which also is if he's off doing like book tours or anything like that, it's another pet that is on the lower maintenance side. As long as the heat is good and everything else, snakes aren't fed like every day. They're fed in intervals like weekly to monthly. So like
Oh, interesting.
they would give him
Yeah,
more
yeah.
leeway to have time away from home and then just have
Mhm.
somebody come by to feed him once and then leave again.
Yep, just, get that mouse in there.
Yep. Pretty much.
I feel like when, Luke, opens the door to invite you to in for dinner, he does the man pat, regardless of
Mad
what
cat.
gender you are.
Just
And
the
he does
A.
it he does it softer based on if you're kind of like a smaller person or whatever, but, like, yeah, he gives you, like, a little hug, goes, "Pat, pat," and it's like, "Come
Yeah.
on in." And I bet he definitely
Just
cooks.
the
I feel
big
like he and his
welcoming
partner both
dude.
cook,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
just
no.
different things.
Both of these men cook, by the way.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Both of these men cook. Yeah. Mm. And I think that Luke would probably still have a bit of a sweet tooth, but maybe he would also be a little more conditioned to be into meat
Mm.
from an earlier age,
Mm-hmm.
just because that's kind of like just associated with masculinity. So he'd probably try meat dishes and be more into them and want to be more interested in them from an earlier age. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, what Ashram? I mean, I don't know. I can see him doing a lot of like just kind of well-rounded dishes. Like one of the favorite things I personally me like making is spinach and goat cheese stuffed chicken breast. So he'd probably do something kind of like that, like a whole ornate thing, but like not super complicated. It'd just be like, all right, here you go. It's a morsel, but here you go. It tastes good. So, yeah. I mean, an even balance of meats and veggies and fish and things on
Yeah.
my end, but yeah. Ah, yeah, that's
I think
weird to think about. What?
there's not that much I feel like that I would be like, "Oh, it's so much better being a man." Maybe one thing that I'd be like, "Oh, this is kinda nice," is that if you have a bit of a tummy, you don't, like, have a little bit of anxiety in the back of your head that someone's gonna mistake you for pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Like, having a dad bod, like, I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I just got couple extra pounds, it's whatever."
Yeah. The fact that I have been mistaken, my ex sister in law, like, saw a picture of me once and asked my brother if I was pregnant. And I was like,
Oh my
excuse me?
god.
There wasn't even a tummy there. So it was like, what are you looking at? What do you see that I don't see?
I think that it really has nothing to do even sometimes with, the particular shape of your body. I feel like it's just such an interesting thing, and so, like, anytime there's a possibility, like, "Do you think she's, like, pregnant or not?" Like, there's just a little bit too much focus on it.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, just
It's so sometimes I think it also depends on the personality. I think sometimes there's people that just, like, are looking for it more,
mm-hmm.
because and but yeah. It was kinda funny. I remember, it was a few months after Kellen was born and I was back at school. And I've only been, I think, asked this like once, at least while I was not pregnant, which it took a hilarious amount of time for my students to figure out that I was pregnant, even though I was so clearly showing. But my clothes were a little baggy.
Oh, yep.
Um, but a girl I remember asked like, "Oh, are you pregnant? Like, are you gonna have another baby?" I'm like, "No,
No.
no." I'm like at that point maybe like 6 months postpartum or
Oh,
something. But like it cracked me up just being like,
no.
"Girl, my child is so small. It is not time for second child." It probably will not be time for second child ever for me, but that is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it's funny. Yeah, a safe bet would be if somebody's pregnant, they'll probably tell you.
Exactly, exactly. It's just one of those questions you never ever ask. And
Yeah.
then you just get to live in the mystery. You gotta accept the mystery
You don't
of
have to
never
know.
knowing for sure.
You don't know this
I
person.
also feel like I don't notice though when people are pregnant because I remember there was a teacher, or, not, or sorry, she was a psychologist at my school.
Hmm.
And I would see her intermittently. I didn't see her like all the time, but there was one day I looked at her, I'm like, oh my god, she's definitely pregnant. How have I not noticed until now? Yeah. And you do, it is funny when you're the pregnant person, you
Mm.
do have to announce it purely so that people get to congratulate you. Because
Yeah.
once you're clearly showing, they want to, but they're like, oh, but I don't know for sure. I don't want to be rude. So you have to be like, yes, I am pregnant. Yes, you can say congratulations now.
You can congratulate me. Thank you.
Yes, yes, congratulate me. Yes, thank you. Yes.
The words will keep me going through these last like 3 months because it is a roller coaster.
Exactly. Exactly. Every congratulations keeps me going for a few more days.
See, I have not been like pregnant, but I know so many people that have been, and I'm just like, yeah, no, you give you whatever sweet nothing speak you need to just like keep it going because you're in that last stretch. You got this, but I know it sucks.
You do get to be in a special class of people when you're pregnant. You both are kind of like pampered and looked after, but
Mm,
also no one really wants you to do anything like strenuous.
yeah,
And so like whenever you want to carry heavy things or want to like do something strenuous, you're like, "Oh, no, no, no." And so you have to kind of balance of like, should I do this? Should I not? You have to make
yeah.
that personal decision between you and your doctor, of course.
Oh yeah.
But I liked being pampered. I liked getting to be treated extra nice and special. I also had an easier pregnancy. So
Oh, that's
if
good.
you have a shitty pregnancy and it's really awful, there's really no amount of pampering that will like make that better. But
Hmm.
for me, it was like I got the best of both worlds. Like my symptoms were not too severe, and also I got to be treated like a princess for a bit. So
Yeah.
don't get pregnant just to get treated like a princess. It'll probably
Mm.
backfire on you.
Also, that's not a reason to have a child. I
No,
want to be treated
no,
like a
because
princess. Okay, but what if the
yeah,
when the kid is
yeah,
out of you?
for a few months, and then you are like absolutely tied to this child 100% of the time.
Yeah. God. Oh, I actually saw a post recently. It was like kids or people who didn't have kids until their 30s, do you regret it? And there were almost everyone was like absolutely not. Because now I'm financially stable and I can actually care for this child.
Yeah, having less financial stress while you're caring for your kid is a huge benefit.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. My son is biting the shit out of us. I don't know if I talked about that on the last
Did
pod
a
or
little
not.
bit. I think
Yeah,
my
it's still
advice is
going
still bite
on.
him back and he'll stop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
Not
still
hard
it's
hard, but bite him
still
back enough that he's like, "Ow." And then you're like, "Well, that's what you're
well,
doing."
I have tried a little bit more of putting his arm into his mouth when he tries to
Yeah.
bite. He has bitten himself by accident, not even me intervening.
Mhm.
Because he definitely is teething right now.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, he bit his finger hard the other day.
Ouch.
I think it was while he was eating and left an indent, and I felt so bad for him because he kept lifting up his hand, and I was like, I know, I'm sorry, Kitty, you're so strong. I called him Kitty there for a second. You got this, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Um,
And then immediately goes back to biting you after.
yeah. Yeah, last night, he came over, we're playing, right?
Mhm.
He goes to bite me. I say, "No biting." And I try to encourage him to do another kind of play. He does it again. I get up, I move to another room. He follows me in there, and I'm kind of like moving away from him, like, no, no, I need space. You're biting me. He goes to try to bite me again. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I get up, walk into the living room. I'm like, "Kid!" And so I'm, like, offering him other teethers and, like yeah, but, I think it's a combination of, yeah, the it's such a nice feeling to have on your gums and teeth, and the, desire for attention and a reaction. So, we actually are gonna meet with a, behavior specialist that
Hmm.
specializes in toddlers, even though this is a phase, like,
Yeah.
many, many toddlers go through,
Mhm.
just because like, I just need an answer from a professional of like, "Here's what you do." And then even if that's not like I just need someone else to tell me what to do that's a professional at this point because I'm just like frustrated
Yeah.
and walking away and offering him teethers has not curbed the behavior. So I just need to talk to a grown up and then they can be like, here you go. Or give me an idea of when it's gonna fucking end. Cause man, it's so annoying when you're trying to cuddle and hold him and stuff, and he just won't stop biting you or trying to. Cause of course, when he tries to, I just push him away, push his head away. I'm not gonna let him bite me.
Yeah. I'm telling you, just bite him back.
Ugh. Well, I told you about him getting scratched by a cat, did I? Or was that
No.
that was between um so I kind of used that philosophy just a tiny bit, and I regretted it, even though I didn't have any like serious consequences or anything. So we're at my family's house. They have a
Mhm.
cat. Kellen keeps going over to the cat
Mhm.
because he's a curious toddler and he thinks the cat's awesome. Um, First couple times I just stand right there next to him, kind of hold him back a bit, and he kind of whines and wiggles and tries to get closer.
Yeah.
The cat is like not happy about
Mhm.
this. And so I keep bringing him to the other room, like, okay, let's go do other stuff. Let's leave the cat alone. Third time, the cat's kind of on a little chair under the table.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, okay, this time I can see that Kellen is far enough away that he won't get scratched in the face. So I stand right there and I let Kellen, reach into the cat's space.
Mhm.
And so the cat immediately scratches his arms. And so I pick Kellen up, go wash his arms
Yeah.
with some soap and water. He cries for maybe like 60 seconds and then he's
Mhm.
good and hasn't reported any annoyance from the scratches since. But when I looked at the scratches, I felt so bad. Oh,
Okay, but has he fucked with the
but
cat again since?
so here's what happened afterward.
Okay.
I set him down.
Mhm.
He goes back, but this time instead of approaching the cat from the front, he goes around to the back of the cat. And of course, I'm already traumatized from him
Oh
getting
my god.
scratched once, especially because I'm like, oh, what if he gets an infection? I should have thought this through. And I washed his arms with soap and water again because I was just like, I just really don't want him to get an infection. Um, and I scooped him and got him out of there. And it was late at that point, so I took him home.
Mhm.
But I was like, okay, so maybe he kind of learned at least that if you approach the cat from the front, you get scratched.
Mhm.
But that means that does he have to learn a separate lesson that
Mhm.
approaching the cat from the
Mhm.
back
He's
gets you
gonna have
scratched
to
as
learn these
well?
lessons at some point. I know you don't want
Ugh,
him to, but
he's
he's
so
gonna.
young.
He's
He's
gonna.
18 months old, and yeah, there's so many schools of thoughts on this, right? And every
Yeah.
parent's different. I
Oh yeah, for
respect the
sure.
parent's right to decide for minor stuff like this,
Yeah, this isn't like
whether
a
you let
huge
your
life or death kind of
you're not
situation.
letting your child run
No.
into the road,
No.
you know? You're just letting him, like,
Learn the
get a
lesson
very
of the
minor
cat
thing.
doesn't
I
want to
I
be
wouldn't do
pet.
this with a dog because dogs
No,
can really latch on and cause some
they can.
really serious injuries, but
Absolutely.
cats do be doing little scratchies,
Yeah.
and I would love to not have to constantly pull my child away from the cat because yeah, not super fun to be constantly redirecting him. I hope he learns to still like he likes to be near an animal and be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, look."
Yeah.
Maybe he can still do that, but just from a distance instead of trying to like get into the cat's space.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. I would love to not have to deal with that anymore. And I don't want him to get scratched again. And I was way more traumatized by it than he was. He did
It
not really
sounds
care.
like it. That's where I'm like, yeah, and you're probably going to. Anytime something happens, as
Yeah.
necessary as it is, you're probably
Yeah.
gonna feel it a lot harder than he
I
is.
I am not willing to deal with my emotions if I did the whole bite him back. And of course, the internet's very divided on it. Professionals are like, never, bite your kid back. Um
I'm
and
not a parent, so
parents
I'm
parents
not.
parents some parents are like, well, it worked for me, but
It worked for
it
me.
doesn't work for everyone. I think Kellen would have to be significantly older before I tried that, like
Mm,
2.5 or so before I'm like, okay, he's
that's
old
fair.
enough. If he's still doing it and doesn't know how it feels, I would first try to like intercept his own hand or arm
Yeah,
into his mouth to be like, there, that's how it feels.
yeah.
Now you know exactly how it feels if you bite yourself. But
I mean, he might just
yeah.
grow out of it too over the next year or
Oh,
so.
oh yeah, toddlers do. It's a
It's
phase. It's
like if
just
he's
really
5
annoying.
and he's still biting people, maybe do something
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Maybe.
just sucks because yeah, you're cuddling and holding him and then he's biting you. So
Yeah.
one thing that works is giving him a pacifier, and
Mm.
pacifier is a whole other can of
That's a whole
worms.
other thing because it's supposed
That's
it
a whole other
after
thing.
a certain point, it's supposed to be bad for the
Mhm.
teeth, and then it can also become a
Mhm.
super like attachment thing where they don't let go of it for a while, even when they should, and it's a yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But honestly, at this point, it's more for my benefit because I want to feel that closeness and cuddles without feeling scared I'm gonna get bitten.
yeah.
So if he's really teething, and I feel like on some days it's worse than others. I
Oh, well,
feel like
sure.
on some days he's more like I need to chew on everything in sight. And then other days, yeah, it's not so bad. But yeah, thanks for letting me rant about
You're
the
fine.
biting.
You're fine.
I have a little puppy in my house that's constantly biting me,
I'm saying I'm only going to give
and
you advice from the angle of being the middle child and also a child whose mom's methods were as such like that of, well, I told you not to do it and then you did it. What happened? And you'd be like, it sucked. It did, didn't it? Don't do it again. That's how I
yep.
grew up, so that's just my way of looking at
Yeah.
things.
Once a
Obviously,
kid can fully talk, that's where
mm,
it's like you're old enough to really understand this.
yeah, I mean, I got scratched as a kid by cats actually, because my stepdad had cats, and growing up, yeah, I would absolutely mess with the animals after being told the cat doesn't want to be pet right now. And so there was one time I remember specifically, I was probably 5, I think 5 or 6. But the
Oh yeah, 5 is old enough to learn that
yeah,
by yourself.
the cat went underneath the dresser, and I still wanted to pet the cat, and so I reached my arm under to pet the cat, and whoo, did she get me good? Oh my god, Orchid was a bitch. Like she, man, but yeah, she got me good, and yeah, I learned it. I just kind of also avoided that cat. Like obviously, I still love
You're like,
animals, so I
"Okay,
went to
I've
pet other
learned that
ones.
cat's really aggressive."
Yeah, I'm just not gonna mess with that cat anymore. But yeah.
Yep.
All right, if you wanted to do a
Yes,
leave early,
let's
we
do it.
gotta cut this one. We will
Let's do
see
it.
you all in the
We're good.
Patreon. So catch you over there where we're gonna talk more gender bend stuff and sexuality and out of the closet things and discovery. Ooh, so peace out,
Ooh.
everybody.